Hello everyone, welcome back to the Long Dark. Yes, this is video number 16 in our Long Dark playthrough, and we are here in Trapper's Cabin, exactly where we left off, and we are admiring our stockpile. Yes, we have a really good stockpile of stuff in here. I'm moving a little bit slowly, a bit sluggish. Am I encumbered? I didn't think I was. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my perception. I've been doing an awful lot of high-speed GT sport and stuff that's been a bit fast and stuff. Maybe I'm misperceiving speed. But anyway, yeah, we're here in Trapper's Cabin, so we're going to go out and we're going to do a little bit more exploring. We have been to Camp Office. We've pretty much stripped that. We've been around the lake. We've pretty much cleared those out. We've been up to the lookout as well, so we've done all of that. We've got some crafting stuff starting in here. We also brought back some deer, so we actually have a decent amount of food. We're not carrying any of it, but we've got it all lurking behind. Oops, we've got it all lurking in our storage containers. So I think what we're going to do is head out, and we're going to do a little bit of surveying. But I think we're going to head across to Unnamed Pond, and we're going to have a look at Unnamed Pond. But first things first, we want to. Ooh. Well, the weather's not brilliant. It's not spectacular, but I think I'm going to run with it. Simply because I don't want to have a stationary episode where I'm going absolutely nowhere. So that's... Oh, snared rabbit! How many times have I forgotten that rabbit? It's up here somewhere. Let's go and get that rabbit. If it's still there. May well have spoiled and gone out of the game. Hello, bunny. Oh, it's spoiled and gone out of the game. Darn it. Okay, so I need to take it and I need to reset it. So let's reset it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. And we're going to place it, and we're going to reset the snare, and we're going to try not to forget it this time. Okay, let's make our way out this way then. Let's just do a little bit of surveying while we're out here to see if it adds anything to the map. A little bit. Okay, what's the temperature like? Minus 18. It was pretty chilly. Okay, let's get ourselves moving. How much water have I got? Is it really a bad thing for me to be doing this? Yes, it is, because I haven't stocked up on any water. Okay, let's get back into the cabin then. Full start. Let's try this again. This is what happens when you leave it a week before you play the game. Because it has been a few days since I last played the Long Dark, and I've been playing Half-Life 2. You've probably seen my Half-Life 2, the first of the Retro Play series that's been going out, which has been pretty cool. It's nice to revisit an older game as well as playing some of the newer ones. There's going to be a lot more of that, but I've been frantically playing through Half-Life 2 because there's quite a lot to play in that, so I haven't been doing the Long Dark recently. On my new recording schedules, I'm working about a month ahead, so by the time you folks see this, it was actually about 4 weeks ago that I filmed it. Right, let's see if we've got any water then. No, I put it in the other container, didn't I? It's in here. No? Where did I put my water? Wherever? Oh, it's in the safe! It's in the safe, isn't it? I forgot that. It's in the safe. Always keep your water handy and safe. Okay. So then, let's try this again. Right, so let's just drink some more water. Obviously, I've got cold now, which is a bit of a problem. I think I'm just gonna pass time for an hour, and that will just warm me back up again. There we go. So we're okay now to try this again. So let's head back outside. Now we've had one full start, let's try and do this a little bit better. Still not brilliant travelling weather, but again, I don't want to spend all my time waiting for the weather to improve, because this is the Long Dark. The weather doesn't always improve, so if we reckon we can make the move, we'll do it. Okay, so let's see if we can get moving. It is pretty chilly, but I'm hoping we can make it across to Unnamed Pond and then over to the cabin on the far side of Unnamed Pond. Keep on moving. Yeah, so it's been a very, very busy week. Lots and lots going on. As you've probably seen with my new release and recording schedule, we're putting The Long Dark out twice a week. The Tuesdays and Thursdays for The Long Dark. We've got the Retro Play series going out on Wednesdays. And I'm going to be introducing the Gameplay series. The Gameplay series is where I'm just going to pick up and play a random game. Just one that maybe I've not played before, or one that's brand new, or something like that. This is not boding very well at all, is it? Right, I think I'm going to go back. I don't want to press forward and get lost, so I think I'm going to go back. Let's get back into Trapper's Cavern. Look at the magical floating grass. Let's head back, because at least we know that we can follow our footsteps to get back to Trapper's Cabin, so let's do that. Yeah, so the Long Dark is the current series play game. It's going out Tuesdays and Thursdays. When we finish this playthrough, The Long Dark, I'll be switching to a different game for series play. The Gameplay series is going to be sort of one-off, picking up a game that maybe I don't play very often, or a game that I haven't played before, and I'm going to make just a one-off video about that, and that's also where hopefully we'll do some collaborations and things like that as well. And Retro Play is going to be carrying on. Half-Life is the current Retro Play game. That's a bit unusual. I wasn't planning on turning that into a series, but it's kind of become a bit of a series, because I wanted to do Half-Life 2 justice, and I felt the only way I could do that is if I turned it into a series, so that's what I've done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you never used to be able to climb up the back there. You had to go around the front, but you can now. Okay, so that was a bit of an abortive attempt to get across to Unnamed Pond there. So we'll do something else instead. We'll make some more water, because we haven't got a massive amount of water. So let's pick up a few odds and ends of what we've got lying around. Let's pick up a book and a couple of sticks. And let's get ourselves a fire lit, and we'll do it this way. So we'll make a start with our cardboard matches. Tinder plug and a book. Oh, take the charcoal as well, of course. Nearly always forget to do that. It's a relatively new thing. I've got 5 pieces. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's what's been happening. So with series play The Long Dark, I'm working about 4 or 5 weeks ahead. So by the time you folks see this, it was actually filmed several weeks ago. It's the only way I'm guaranteed to be able to keep on schedule and absorb those kind of weeks where I just can't record anything. So that's why I'm working so far ahead. Hopefully that's not going to cause too many problems. The only thing that's bothering me a bit is knowing that Hinterland have said that they're not going to announce updates before they really do them, because they don't want to disappoint people by not being able to meet the deadlines. But it is going to cause me a bit of a problem, simply because if I'm working that far ahead, I have no idea when an update's going to come out. So you're not going to see the results of the updates for several weeks. So I'm trying to work out a way around that one. I'm also trying to think of what games to play for Retro Play and for Gameplay. So if anyone's got any suggestions, do pop them in the comments below. I do read them all and we'll take them into account, so that's cool. So hopefully we can keep building on some momentum and we can get some cool stuff out there for the fun of it. Because that's what this is all about. It's all about having fun. We don't care about all sorts of other nonsense. Okay, so we've restocked on our water. I think that's going to give us... How much is that going to give us? Oh, did it just... Oh, it did do it. It did do it. I thought it just ran out before it finished. So I think that's going to give us about 6 litres of water, isn't it? Yep, so we can put some more of that away, get rid of that into the safe. We don't need to be carrying all that around with us. So that's just stockpiled a bit of water, which is always a good thing. Let's get rid of 4.5 litres of that. Should do it. Yeah. Okay, so we've now got a nice stockpile of water. Calorie-wise, yeah, okay, we haven't got much in the way of food. Right, so I'm a little bit stuck of what to do now. I think we're possibly going to be waiting it out for a little bit. Let's see if we can actually sleep for an hour. I think I can. I'm a little bit tired, so if I can sleep for an hour, maybe the weather will calm and we might just be able to get somewhere before it goes dark. Or maybe not. Okay, let's try another hour. Not looking very promising, this. I can still hear the The wind noise. Okay, so we're pretty much, I think, getting towards... Oh, we're just past midday. Let's try another hour. See if it will clear. And it has cleared. The weather has cleared. And I think we're just going to have enough time to do some stuff. So that's good. So we're fully rested. We can eat some of our venison. So that's all good. So let's eat 2 pieces of that. So that'll sort our calories out. Ooh, actually, let's only eat 1 piece of that. I don't want to waste calories. That's going to oversupply us. Okay, so let's head out then. We're going to be a little bit attractive to wolves carrying this meat around, but that's fine. We're fairly attractive to them anyway. It's still a bit blowy. It's still not brilliant out here. What's the temperature? -3. That's not too bad. Okay. Let's get ourselves out then. It's probably easier to come out the back way, actually. Just kind of loop around. Yeah, the temperature's actually alright. So let's get ourselves moving. We'll try this again. 3rd time lucky. Hopefully this time we can actually get somewhere. We've got some birch bark and some sticks, so we'll pick those up because that's good tinder. And obviously sticks are always useful. You get them after you've had a storm like that where it's been really breezy. That's where you get new sticks and new branches and new limbs and things on the ground that you can harvest. There's actually a couple of cedar and fir limbs around here that I could do with harvesting for firewood, so that's probably something I'll do. So I'm still going with my strategy of trying to get everything back to the Grey Mother's house just to add to the challenge for us, to keep us going. So the strategy is going to be to gather everything from Trapper's Cabin and relay it back to the Grey Mother's house. That's the plan. Oh, there's another sapling down there. That's perfect. We might harvest that one on the way past. In fact, there's a couple. I don't know if these regrow. That's always been one of my great questions, is do things in the Long Dark regrow? And it's something I keep meaning to check. I keep meaning to have a look on the forums, or I keep meaning to ask the question myself, and I always forget to do it, is do things like saplings and cattails and things like that, do they regrow after a period of time? Or do you get new ones? Okay, so we have a maple sapling, and there is one over there as well. So I'm going to head over to that one. It's not too much of a problem because I can still bear around to the left to get to Unnamed Pond, so it's not an issue. I've just had a sudden realisation before I started this particular video. I forgot to look at the time. So this might be slightly under or over length. I forgot to look at the clock before I started, so I've got to guess now. Okay, so I'm going to head over this way, and I think this will take us up above Unnamed Pond. My navigation is not brilliant. I usually do get lost. I think if I head this way, I'm heading towards Unnamed Pond, I think. So keep on trucking. Hopefully, over the crest of this rise, we shall find Unnamed Pond. There it is. Excellent. And now I've got to remember where the hut is. I think it's over that way. Okay, so we're here at Unnamed Pond. So let's have a quick nosy around Unnamed Pond then and see what we've got. Well, we've got some reishi mushrooms. I also love the name Unnamed Pond because the fact it's called Unnamed Pond means it's not an unnamed pond because it has a name. A crow feather? A dead dude? A bow! Awesome!
That stuff will come in handy.
A bow. Spot on. We haven't got any arrows, but we've got a bow now, so we haven't got to make a bow. We've got one. Painkillers. Let's head down to dead dude. Nothing. the feather. Feathers, of course, we use to make bows. Make arrows, rather. And we also need either the maple or the birch saplings for that. I can't remember which. But the real problem with it is that we need arrowheads, so we can only make those in the forge. There is a forge on Forlorn Muskeg. There's a wolf over there, and it seems to be heading straight for us. It is actually... Yes, it is actually. Oh dear. Can I get to the hunter's stand? Come on, sprint! Hopefully it can't get me up here. I don't think it can. I don't think it can get me up here, but... I don't particularly... I haven't got any flares. And I'm not carrying my rifle. Oh, yes, I am. Well, that made him run away. That would have been interesting, actually, to see what would have happened if I hadn't fired. He's coming back. How many bullets have I got? I don't know. I don't want to waste ammunition, but... Equally, I'm actually interested. Is he going to be able to get me? I don't think he can, you know. Or maybe he can. No, I don't think he can get me up here. But he is right underneath the stand, so I can't get off the stand. But he can't get me. Ha 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 ha. Because in real life it would come up those steps, but he can't get up. He can't get me on this stand. The only problem is because he's right there, I can't get off the stand. Okay, he's made a bolt for it. But there was another one. I'm not sure where the other one's gone. The other one's over there, which is the direction I need to be heading in. He's run off up that way. Okay, I'm going to make a move, and I'm going to head up this way, which hopefully does take me towards the hut. I think it does. And it takes me away from the wolves. You always get wolves around unnamed ponds, so you've got to be careful. And over this hill, somewhere, there is a hut. There it is. In fact, there's a couple. Oh yes, it's the hut with a little shed at the back, isn't it? Hopefully we'll get the opportunity to bring one of these wolves down, because I could do with the wolf pelt. That will help us make a wolfskin coat. A little bit further down the line, if I can catch a couple of these wolves and bring them down. But right now, I just want to get myself safely inside. And we'll have a look what's inside this hut as well, see if there's anything useful in here. Well, there's a dead dude outside. So a quick check, see if there's anything out here. There's a crowbar in the doorway. A couple of stones. I've not been using the stones. The stones are a relatively new thing. You can stun rabbits with them. You might be able to scare a wolf away with them if you hit it square in the nose, but I'm not very good at aiming them, so I've not really bothered. Right, okay, so we're now in here. We've got some accelerant. We've got lots of stacks of papers, which we're not bothering with at the moment. We've got lots of books, which we are, because they're good fire starting material. We have a sport vest, which we will take. We have got nothing in that container. Obviously, we have a bed in here, so we can make use of it. We have another dead dude.
Nobody needs this anymore.
With a hat. Painkiller. More stacks of papers. And not a fat lot else. Prize fish on the wall there. Okay, so there isn't very much in here. There's another book. A couple of books. Not very much in here. It's a relatively safe location for us. We're pretty encumbered now. We're only slightly encumbered. So that's not a major problem. I'm going to eat that now. That should bring my calories up. That was a small piece anyway, so I could have got away without eating it. And we'll drink our fill as well. Okay, so we are in pretty good condition. We're not even tired, so in theory we could carry on. We don't need to stay here. We can carry on. And I'm just trying to think what the best option is going to be. I know if I carry on here, I'll end up back in Clear Cut. and I can head my way round from there to the logging camp. So that might be an option for us, just to keep things moving. Or what we can do is do a little bit of outlying hunting from this cabin and gather the various sticks and things that we can find lying around. So, what's the temperature like? Plus 4 degrees. Oh, in fact, there's a couple of dead dudes.
Night is coming.
Didn't see the other one. Flare shell. That's cool. Night is indeed coming. I think what I'm going to do then, let's drop some of the stuff that I'm carrying in the hut. Some of the stuff that I don't need to actually lug around with me. Let's just drop it here in the hut. There's no containers in here apart from that metal container. Let's just drop it all in the metal container just so that we know where it is. So stuff that I don't really need to be carrying around with me right at this precise moment. So spare clothes that I'm not actually wearing. Yeah. Food-wise, we don't need to worry about any of that. We're carrying an awful lot of charcoal. That's got an awful lot of weight to it. So let's ditch some of that. Carrying 2 pry bars. Right now I don't need either of them. And the bow because I haven't actually got an arrow. And the fishing tackle because we're nowhere near any fishing holes at the moment. So we're not going to be using it. Anything in here? Cloth. We can transfer... Those we can transfer. Oh, and we can lay these out, can't we? And get those curing away so that they're nice and out of the way. Basically, what I'm trying to do is just clear space so that I can go and harvest various things out from around this area outside and bring it back in here. Drop, drop. There's the maple and the birch curing on the ground. So they'll start to cure, and when we come to go back to Trapper's Cabin, we can pick them up, and they will carry on curing when we get back to Trapper's Cabin. So may as well just leave them out there. Okay, so let's head out then. Oh, well that does not help with the grand gathering strategy. It's all gone a bit murky. Let's head towards the bunny. Hello, bunny. When he ran away. Let's see if we can pick up just sticks. I was kind of hoping to find some of the cedar limbs and anything like that that might be lying around here that I might be able to harvest. But I'm a little bit worried about doing it now in case I can't find my way back to the cabin. I think this is one here. Temperature is still above freezing. So we're not going to freeze to death. Here's a cedar limb. Let's break it down. Obviously it's going to go into darkness. Let's backtrack. It's quite dangerous going wandering about when the weather is closed in like this. I did it once on Pleasant Valley and I only just managed to find my way back to the farmstead. Okay, well we've gathered a little bit of stuff. The grand hunting gathering strategy kind of went a bit wrong there because I was planning on gathering loads and loads of stuff up, but never mind. We'll try that one when it gets light again, but that's going to be in the next video. So there we go, the end of video number 16 of the Long Dark playthrough. We are ticking along quite nicely. Let's have a quick look at the journal, just see where we're at. We are on full day number 14, or day number 14. We've survived therefore for 12 full days, or 13 full days. In this playthrough. The target, of course, is to head over 100. And more, if that's possible, if we can make our way through more days in the Long Dark. We are doing reasonably well. We've explored a bit more of the world now, nearly 15% of it. We've travelled a fair old distance, and we've spent an awful lot of time outdoors and indoors and all sorts of things like that. So 13 days we have been going. Today we've been, again, around the cabin, around the homestead, over to Unnamed Pond, and to the cabin by Unnamed Pond. Conditions have been pretty good all day. So yeah, we're in pretty good shape, actually, as it goes along at the moment. So I think next what we're going to do, I will wait for the weather to clear in the following morning, then we're going to head, possibly do that little bit of gathering, maybe try and see what we can find at clear cut and head round towards the logging camp. So basically just do a great big circle. So head through to logging camp, then maybe go round, back through past derailment, and then up back past camp office and back to Trapper's cabin that way, so do a big circle. Leave maybe some of our stuff here in this cabin and we'll come back and get it once we've done that loop, so we can kind of clear all those areas, and that will leave us with just the dam. The dam will be the only bit left. Which we've been saving till last because we all know that's going to be fun. But right now I'm going to say thank you so much for watching as always and joining me with the Long Dark. Hit the like and subscribe buttons. Any comments, stick them in the comment section below. Any questions, any queries, if you're new to the game, you want some advice, go for it. More than happy to help, and don't forget to check out the tutorial series as well. And I shall be back very, very soon as always, so I shall see you soon.